You won't see her face, she's a voice on the breeze, chatting by the ocean with her heart at ease. Brave and bold, she's finding her way, toes in the sand after a saltwater play. It's the antics of a mama squirrel, streaming seaside in her cozy swirl. She knits, she laughs, she lights up the zone, with spice in the chat and love well known. Monica's wisdom, Sophia's fire, they're up on the panel when the night climbs higher. Irish, the angel, all sweet and devout, till Darth shows up and the halos fall out. Oh, antics of a mama squirrel, where the chat behaves till it don't, girl. Yarn in her hand, but the fun's on hold. Once the spicy starts, the tea gets bold. Sassy little giggle and a voice like silk, she welcomes you in, wraps you up like quilt. Got a laugh that heals, a tease that bites, and a wink in her tone on those late wild nights. She's wrapped in mystery, calm and cool, streaming by waves, breaking every rule. We love to see her brave and free, putting herself out there, just being she. Yes, it's antics of a mama squirrel, with beachside vibes and a laughter whirl. She's the sweetest storm, the flirty flame, and we're all so glad she came. So here's to the beach, the yarn and the fun, to mama squirrel, second to none. A heart so big, a laugh so true, antics, we adore you.
Hi guys, hi Monica. Can you hear me?
Hi, Antics. I can
Oh,
hear
good.
you.
Good. I'm
Can you
trying
hear
a
me?
new. Yeah, I hear you great. I'm trying new setups. I'm like constantly trying new setups. It feels like here, but I'm doing it through my phone because I can get around it better to knit. You know.
Oh, yeah. I'm knitting too. How are you?
I'm not feeling very well. I didn't get my swim today,
Oh,
and
no.
I almost canceled, but I was like, no, I told everyone to be there, and I was going to be canceling so late. I'm like, I can't do that for Monica. Monica
Yeah, you can.
scheduled this and is waiting for me, and I'm not feeling that bad. So I was like, no, let's just do it.
Okay, let's do a deal. We do it for 1 hour, nothing less,
Well,
nothing more.
I was thinking no more than 2 hours, but yeah, I'm right there
I'm
with you.
thinking
I
one
don't,
hour.
I don't
You're
want
not
to do the
feeling well.
3 hours.
We do 1 hour.
All right, I'm gonna listen to you because
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not
because you
feeling
can
great.
cancel. I won't be mad if you cancel. I won't. Even if it's like 2 seconds before 9 in my time.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I
it doesn't
mean, it
matter.
doesn't seem fair. And then I'm
No,
feeling I'm
it's
well enough. It's
yeah,
just
that
a
doesn't
little.
matter for me. If you're not feeling well, doesn't matter.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You're
Yeah.
allowed to cancel.
Yeah, I know, but I
Yeah.
told you just 2 days ago we were doing it, and I
Yeah,
just
but
was
that
like,
was 2 days ago. You didn't know how you were gonna feel today.
I know, I know,
Oh,
I know.
yeah. Yeah. So it's
Just
okay. Next time you cancel. Okay.
well, we're here now.
We're
We're
here
here
now
now.
for 1 hour, and we're gonna make the best of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my pattern for the stocking I was showing you that I did.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
the
it's so
full pattern.
beautiful.
It looks a mess
It's
on
so
here.
beautiful.
It's a mess, but
No, it's beautiful.
so I have to
You
work
know,
on that stocking, and I still have to do the heel. So I'm gonna watch Nimble Needles, the German guy, Nimble Needles. Do you know him? He has a
no.
YouTube channel. I'm gonna watch his tutorial on short row heels, German short rows. And
Oh,
hey, Lorelai, I'd love for you to come on. I still
Manny
have
is
been
here.
looking.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been looking for your email. I don't have your email, Lorelai, but I'm gonna
what?
put the link in the chat. So it better be you who comes in.
Popping in to say
Oh, Manning's
hello.
here. Hi, Manning.
Yeah,
Manning, if you want to pop on, you can. If you want have something to share or just want to say hi to us, that would be great.
I've been doing something today
Hello.
to.
Lorelai's in
Oh,
Chicago.
oh boy. I've done something today to
What did you
put
do?
myself. I did put myself out there because I did something I hate doing. I
What?
really hate doing it. Because last week
Uh-huh.
I said yes to have another dog here. So I was gonna babysit another dog from Monday to Friday. And that's okay. And we're gonna get a little money for it. So it's really good. And when the dog shows up, uh, he didn't even have a bowl to have his meal from. He has had this food with him, or it was a her. And but I was like, you send your bowl when I somebody's watching out for my dog. I'm like, yeah, half my car is full with stuff for my dog, so he's don't feel
Yeah.
gonna miss me or something. But it was a little bit strange. And a couple hours goes by and everything goes fine. And I was like, oh my god, this dog's in heat.
Oh no.
And I was like, I don't have anything. What am I going to do? The stores are closed. Okay, yeah, we do the best of it. I
Yeah.
went out the next day, put my dog in one side of the house and this dog in the other side of the house, and I was like fencing it off and driving to the shop. And it was really bad weather. It was so much wind that the car was like, whoa, and they
Oh
was
yeah.
telling us. So they were telling us, if you don't have to drive, don't drive. So I was
Mm,
like, I have to drive. I have a dog in heat.
yeah.
I can't. No. Got all the stuff. We figured it out. Yeah, had a great day. And the next days went okay. But I couldn't walk the dogs at the same time. Because if we met another dog, it was be, ah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi,
Hey,
Sophie.
Sophia.
And then she come and get the dog yesterday. And she was like, I'm gonna switch you the money. So just transfer it. And I was like, yeah, it's okay. And I told her 400 Norwegian kroners per day. And that's about like $4 a day or something. So it's not that much, but it was a little bit, but not that much.
Thanks for translating the price for me because I would have had no idea.
No. So it was about, I was expecting around $20.
Yeah.
She
How
sent
is
me
Sophia
16.
today?
Well, if I sound a little like a dude, there's a reason.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh,
I got myself a summer cold.
Oh
you
no.
did
Summer colds are the
not.
worst. I hate
Yeah.
having the flu or a cold in the summer. It's worse.
Are you feverish, Sophia?
I had a little bit of a moment where I thought my brother had to get me out of the shower eventually.
Oh
But
no. I told Andy because she doesn't feel good today either. 1 hour. We're doing this stream for 1 hour.
yeah,
I said maybe
the
two,
open
but she's
window
putting her foot down for 1 hour.
is all set.
If you're feeling really like you do when
um,
you're having a flu, it's okay, Sophie. Just when you're just pop out. You're okay.
Yeah.
But I
Hello.
really like to see you.
We liked seeing you.
Yeah, you look stunning for being sick.
That's the fair skin.
Yeah, it's the fair skin. You look real good.
You know, Monica,
Is
I was reminded of something with you earlier with those knitting gloves. Do you have arthritis in your hands?
No, I have psoriasis.
Psoriasis. Have you tried using castor oil on them? Put castor
Yep,
oil on your hands? Okay, you've tried that.
I tried
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, because that I used some on my face for a facial treatment, and I had extra on my hands, right? So I just went ahead and rubbed
Yeah.
it into my hands, and I have an arthritic nodule on one of my fingers, and it had
Oh,
been red and inflamed, and I wasn't expecting any results from that. I just had some extra and rubbed it into my hands because it's an emollient, so I was using it as a
yeah.
moisturizer. And the next day when I woke up, it was not swollen, it was not red, it no longer hurt. It was like perfectly fine. So it was like, wow, okay, there's something to this. Hey, Buttercup, nice to see you.
hey.
Buttercup was asking me if I sell my jam. And I have
Aw.
sold it before, but I don't normally. First of all, I don't have a license, food prep license, and I have a cat in my house, so I wouldn't be able to get one probably because of that. So I
Yeah.
just don't feel comfortable selling my stuff, but I have sold my stuff before. I sold barbecue sauce because people love my barbecue
Oh,
sauce so much. And the funny
Yes.
thing is I don't even particularly like barbecue or barbecue sauce, but everyone liked it so much. I sold a bunch of that to help raise money for my son's school trip. They went to France because he was in the French program. They went to France and Spain. Anyway, I sold a bunch of that to help raise money for that because I was doing everything I could to raise enough money for him to go.
cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
self-made barbecue sauce is amazing.
Yeah, yeah, I have a few secrets. I told my guy the secret, and then today when I mentioned it to him, he's like, "Oh, you mean the?" And he said the secret. I'm like, "Shh, that part's the secret. That's not the part you repeat. You don't don't say that to anyone else." It's really not that big of a secret, really. But I'll just go ahead and say it. I use peach as my base. I don't use tomato as my
Oh,
base, like a lot of barbecue sauces do. It's really good. I use a lot of peach, a lot of ginger, and a lot of chili pepper in it. So it was really spicy. It's really good.
cool.
Hey, fruit is amazing in barbecue sauce. We made a mango barbecue sauce that could knock
Oh,
your
that's
socks
so
off.
good.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
yeah.
so
See, that
good.
would be very similar to the peach. Mango and peach play very much the same way with food, you know? So I can see that being really good. Have you ever had mango salsa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite salsas. I love mango salsa.
I have also made a mango curry chicken that gave me a freaking panic attack.
Ooh. Why did it give you a panic attack? That sounds delicious.
Because it was so spicy.
Oh, oh,
And I took
I love
like
it spicy.
half a spoon of my self-mixed curry to the point where my body was like, shit, we're having a panic attack.
Oh, yeah. It'll make you shake and sweat if you're not used to it and you have too much of it.
Yeah, I kept eating.
Yeah, but
It
that's
was
You
because
good.
it's
kept
too
eating
good.
it. Yeah. I gotta do the
But
heel
that's the
for
funny
this.
thing. If you have panic attacks and you eat really spicy food, and that is a reason some people don't eat spicy food with panic attacks, it can
Yeah.
simulate the symptoms of a panic attack. So unless you know it's just in your head,
Yeah, then you freak
Yeah.
out.
Right.
you end up
It
not
makes you
eating
anxious. It
spicy.
makes you nervous. I get that. That would make me anxious too.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was amazing
It was
Always.
curry.
further. Yeah.
Always.
My exchange students made a curry the other day. They're Indian, and it was so spicy, but it was so good. But they warned me after I'd already put it in my mouth. They're like, "Oh, it's really spicy." They were forgetting that me being Caucasian American, that I might not be as used to spice, and I said, "No, it's delicious. I really like spicy." But they were really surprised at how much spice I managed to handle, that I liked it, because they said Most Americans think it's too spicy, but I thought it was
Yeah,
delicious.
that's the
I would
funny
have.
reason that a lot of British people actually have a pretty good heat tolerance because curry is a normal food there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you
Although
have like the
it
whitest English
seems to
people,
me that the whitest English people have usually a mild curry, though. But maybe I'm
but
wrong about that.
because they're so used to eating curry drunk, they have
Yeah.
built up a heat tolerance that's impressive.
Oh, okay, good. Good, because yeah, their food's normally pretty basic as far as spice goes, anyway.
Yeah, that's why we went to the Pakistani place when we
Mm.
visited Brighton with the school. They at least use spices.
Look at this yarn barf. How does it get around the needles here, too? It's like in the thing, so I got to figure that out. But then again, I've been keeping it in a bag and taking it in and out to show it and then throwing it back in the bag, so I probably did something. I got to turn it around this way. Actually, I'm knitting back, so I'm purling. Now, I'm sorry. I'm
Knitting back.
talking to myself trying to figure this out because I got to do
Yeah, but I'm
this.
trying to
Yeah.
figure out stuff too here. I'm like, what the am I doing?
Yeah.
Because I had a plan, and I don't remember that plan anymore. Um, that's okay.
Yeah,
We're figuring
I
it
don't
out.
really remember the plan for this either because it was so long ago that I sat it down. I haven't picked it up in a year and a half. A year and 7 months I've neglected this stocking. So, well, that's not
Been
completely
not been
true.
that
I
long.
did do the heel at one point and I didn't like it, so I had to tank it all back. So now it's like, okay, where where was I on this? And I've been knitting so much, I haven't been purling, so I gotta think about this for a second. So okay, I got it. But I don't know
Hey, Mona.
why I had to think about it for a second. Ooh, Fat
I had
Grammy. Hey, Mona. How
what
are you?
Mona's here.
Audit's here too. Hey,
Oh,
Audit.
did here. Oh,
Don't don't be jealous, guys. But I sent Audit and Fat Grammy some of my jam.
oh, cool.
Yeah. Shipping to them is a lot
Oh,
cheaper than trying to ship to you, Monica, because I would love to
Yeah,
send
I
you a
know.
bunch of stuff, Monica, but it's
Don't
so
do it. Don't do
expensive.
it.
it's
Yeah.
You
gotten
have to
ridiculously
wait to
expensive.
the Donald Duck. Donald Duck is out the order.
That's a kind way
Then
to
maybe.
refer to him.
Yeah,
He
yeah. I
deserves
was
much
thinking.
harsher.
I was thinking, why not just put a comedy on it and just call him Donald Duck and wait till the comedy is over? So,
He's more like
yep.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm like, I'm being kind now.
Yeah,
I don't
right?
mean to, but yeah. How the hell am I? Oh, sorry. What am I doing? I'm like, I'm putting this one on this one, and it's supposed to be like this one. And what? Yeah, but that's because I'm doing it like this. No, yeah, I had to talk it out.
Yeah, I know. I have to sometimes talk it out to think it out, if that
Yep,
makes any sense.
yep. I needed to hear myself get mad
And
at this.
what I'm doing, in case anyone's interested, is I'm holding two of this one together because it's
Oh,
sock
it's the
weight.
bee.
It's sock weight and it wasn't as thick as the sport weight. So I
Oh,
got two strands of the white, in case anyone's wondering.
two of the white and one of the red.
Yeah, but I can't. It's been so long since I did the heel on the other one. I can't really remember what the next step is. So I'm gonna have to Google that nimble knitter and nimble needles. Nimble Needles is a German knitter. It's a guy. He's excellent knitter, and I'm going to be doing the German short row heel. So now I turn because I got back to my stitch marker, but I don't really remember what I'm supposed to do next. I think I just go back, but leave one, but I don't know. Maybe if I look at the other stocking, I can figure it out. Because I got the other stocking here.
I don't know what kind of heel I'm knitting when I'm knitting socks. Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
knitting has always been a mystery to me.
Yeah, this is
but you're
okay.
waving them in, and they're like, yeah,
I got it. I got it.
you
I
got
got it.
it.
Yeah, it's what I thought, but I just wanted to look at it. Luckily, I'm getting much better at reading the
What you've
knitting.
been doing, yeah,
Yeah. And look, I got a little coffee on it here. That pisses me off. I have to wash this
yeah, but
before
that's
I
not
give it to her
no
because I
problem.
spilled coffee on it. Yeah, I hope it doesn't stain. Coffee won't stain, right? It'll wash out. Cause see,
No, it won't stain.
I got it right here too.
Cause the one embroidery that I did, I was a whole cup of coffee I poured on myself when I was just
Ooh,
sitting down, and I was like taking up my coffee in the morning. I was like, yeah, everything is okay. I have everything. Taking a
high
sip, and I was like,
style.
yeah, everything was like, oh my, all the delay is here.
Mhm.
Yes, I know. I love audit. I like audit. Did you see my heart? My audit heart. I did it for the other auction stream we did, but it was
Yeah,
hidden behind the set and we never saw it the whole stream anyway. But so I left it for now. I'll change it to say something else later. But audit, most of my family doesn't even know I've gotten this good at knitting because as soon as you get good at it, everyone's asking you, "Oh, make me this, make me that." And it's like, "Oh, okay, what are you making me?" It's like it's just so rude to say, "Hey, start making me stuff." It's like, first of all, it takes
yep.
me forever and the yarn is expensive and all of my time and you're like, "Oh, just make me something." I don't know. I find it so rude, but you know, cave in once in a while, and so they think if I can just say, "Hey, make me stuff," and I will. Hey, Big Chief,
Little
nice to
cheap.
see you.
Oh, big chiefs here.
But because of that, I never posted any of my knitting on my Facebook, and I half of my friends don't even know I knit, let alone that I've gotten fairly decent at it. So, because I just don't want that barrage of make me this, make me that, and it's like I don't know if someone built dog houses, you wouldn't have 20 people going, "Oh, make me that," and expect to get a dog house for free. But yet, when it comes to knitting, which takes a far lot longer than a dog house ever would, they expect you to just make them stuff because
I
women
know.
over the years have been so generous with their crafts that they've undervalued it, you know?
Yep. I also get that. So I don't
Yeah.
post my knitting anywhere either.
Yeah. I don't show it. I mean, I show it on
Nope.
here and that's it. And then, my squirrels know and my mom knows, but most of the rest of the people, they don't even get to see a picture of it because I don't want them to start asking me to make them stuff. I have enough stuff I want to make for the people I am closest to, and I still have never made myself anything except with the exception of a crochet market bag. That's all I've made myself. I don't even, I'm making gifts for people, so I will keep people in mind if they say make me something, but they're last on the list, and they might not get it for years because I'm so slow.
I was making my dog a sweater last Christmas, or when it started to snow.
Yeah, you had those. That's how when I first met Monica, she saw my stockings and said she liked them, or she saw the
Yeah.
Miriam hat maybe, and liked it. And then
No, it was before there was the stocking.
she said she had dog sweaters. I said, "Oh, I'd love to see them." So she emailed me her dog sweaters. Her dog sweaters are so cute. And the first stream we did together, you knitted your one of your dog sweaters.
Yep. So I think I have five left. I think that I needed on
Audit
January or
says I could
February.
make these and sell them, and it's true, but audit, it takes me so long, and it's really expensive yarn, and it's so I have to
So much work.
design it. Yeah, it's so much work and so much time that to charge, if I were to charge a fair rate, it would be so much money no one would want to buy it.
Yeah, because I'm selling my
Thank
dog
you.
sweater when I'm at the market.
Has Audit not seen my stockings? I'll show it better. I need to get something to cover the name though. Let me find something. Here, I'll just use this remote. So this is the one I'm working on now, Audit. It's rolling right now at the top because that's what knitting does until it's blocked. So I got the little birdies on top. Actually, maybe put myself on solo screen. And I'm showing my squirrel's name here. I don't want that. All right, solo. Okay, so I got the little birdies on top. And then the name. And then snowflakes with a birdie in the middle. So I still have to do the heel. And that's that one. This is the back of the one for my other squirrel. So I just did a plain repetition in the back. And this design borrowed from another creator. And then I tried to mimic that. Let me cover the name again. I tried to mimic that. So this is the design I took from someone else online. And then I tried to mimic that and do this. And that's my girl squirrel's stocking. Did hers first. Actually, I did the cat's first as a sample to see if I could even do the thing because I'd never done a turned heel before. So I'll show you that one. Even gonna cover the cat's name though. So here's my kitty one on it, and the kitty's name here. I think it turned out so cute. I love it. And then the back, I did the kitty too, but without the collar and without the name. Anyway, those are my stockings. I've got like 5 more to do if I do the whole family. So, and this is my pattern for the one I'm working on. Anyway, I left myself on solo. I meant let's not do that. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. My Christmas stockings. I had the red already and the cream. So I got this green. I really love this green. It's slightly blue tinted green. So
It's
it's not
like
a real yellow.
teal.
Yeah, almost. Not quite. But it's a yellowy green. I mean, not a yellowy
Oh,
green.
cool.
It's a more bluer green than a yellowy green.
It's
Anyway,
real
I put
beautiful.
little hearts in it. Can you see the little
Oh,
hearts?
yeah, I
Yeah.
see the
Yeah.
hearts.
Yeah. I like
That's
the
nice.
hearts. Yeah. That one's for my girl squirrel. And then,
But I
hearts
don't,
here.
yeah. But I don't know
What were
if
you gonna say?
I don't know if people really understand how much work it is to make a pattern. Because
I know,
I'm not
just the
making,
pattern takes me forever. I mean, it's a lot to
yeah,
set a
I don't
pattern.
make, I don't make knitting patterns, but
I
I
can't
make
show you the
embroidery
knitting.
patterns. Look at it, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, the pattern takes a long time. But that's
Yeah,
fun for
because
me. I enjoy making the patterns.
yeah, I really like making embroidery patterns because it's fun. But it takes like I made this one the last couple of days.
Here, I'm
But
gonna put you on solo.
yeah, but you can't see it because it's just white paper almost.
We
Because
can
I'm
see it a
using.
little if you hold it close. Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty. Oh, I like that. Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
really
my that
pretty.
one and this one is going to be embroidered in the middle,
Ah.
and you're gonna
That's funny.
you have to blop it out.
Yeah.
So, but it took me like almost 2 days to make that.
Yeah, it
So,
takes a
but I
while.
have to have
It's
the
and you're a
letters have
fast
to
knitter,
match.
so you can copy and do your pattern faster. And you're, I imagine, fast at embroidery by the amount of embroidery you have. But I am just slow. I get distracted. I'm doing 12 things at once, or at least 3 things at once.
I
Look
get
at
it
this. I
distracted
got a
too.
nasty burn. Can you see the
Oh
burn?
no!
Yeah.
What did you put some aloe vera on it?
I've been putting vitamin E oil, or, well,
Aloe
castor oil.
vera, aloe vera,
It doesn't
Aloe
hurt
vera.
anymore. It just looks ugly still.
yeah,
But
cause
aloe vera
I
also
have
helps healing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but I don't have any right now, so I've been putting castor oil on it. Castor oil is antiseptic,
Yeah, it is.
antimicrobial, and it's got so much vitamin E in it. But it also has another ingredient that I can never remember the name of, the chemical name for it. It has something in it that's specific to it that's also very healing. I
I have a
want to
black
say
belt in
tocopherol,
burning.
but tocopherol is the vitamin E, so that's literally not it. But yeah, it's high in vitamin E.
I have a black belt in burning. So aloe vera.
Well, yeah, you do, don't you? Because you're a chef. So
Yep.
Monica knows a burn. Yeah, that was a kitchen burn. I put
Yeah,
chicken in the oven in the pan, and then I used the hot pad to pull it out. But then when I was putting the hot pad back, I leaned my arm over the pan and hit the pan.
that's
And
why
it's just
if I ever design a kitchen, will have the oven on person level, because that way you don't end up burning your arm because you try to get it out from down below.
hi,
That's
Adira.
true.
Hi, Adira.
Audit Audit says
Adira.
she's sunburned. I'm sorry, Audit.
Oh, put some
That
aloe
is an
vera. Oh,
aloe vera
yogurt.
situation.
Yogurt natural is also a good one when you're sunburned.
What is it? Jergens?
Yogurt.
Oh, yogurt, natural
Uh,
yogurt. Yeah, it's
yogurt.
cooling. It's very cooling, and the lactic acid is very
Hey,
moisturizing and
Carrie Ann.
softening for your skin too. Hey, hi, Carrie Ann. I sent you the
Here I
link.
am.
Hey, Carrie Ann, if you want to join in. Carrie Ann, I want to see an update on that scarf. Are you almost done? You
Mhm.
were working hard on that, so she's pretty
Yeah, you were.
fast too, a lot faster than me, especially since all I
Yeah,
do is sit here and talk. But it's a complicated pattern if I uh not paying attention to what I'm knitting, I'll F it up. Anyway, I guess I
yep.
should get back to doing the darn thing.
I'm like
Okay, so I
this.
purled up this way. Now I have to
Yeah,
knit back, but I have to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, knit two together. I'm
I
a
think
little
you
worried
do.
I'm messing that up. Or do no, you know what? I don't. I slip it onto
You
here.
put one slip on.
Yeah, I slip it over and then knit back across, right? I'm not purling them. I mean, not knitting them together, right? It's been a while since
Oh,
I've
I
done a
can't
heel.
remember. I haven't done a
I think
sock
that's it.
since before Christmas.
So I slip one knitwise and then start knitting back across. Well,
Okay.
it'd be good practice. If I have it wrong, I'll just have to watch Nimble Needles and figure it out and do it again.
That's true. You can always do it again. It's not made in
Yeah.
stone, so
Yep. But I'm pretty
well,
sure that's.
I'm getting the last of the arms on my dad's sweater and putting them all
Oh, that's
together.
that's great. Carrie Ann says she's at Costco right now, but if we're
Oh,
still on
Costco.
later, we might and we might not be. I'm feeling a lot better now, but I wasn't feeling very good earlier today, so I almost canceled. So I don't know how long we're gonna go. Monica says an
One
hour,
hour.
but I'm thinking two. But Monica's boss here, guys, so it might just be an hour. Because I can't say no to Monica.
You can say no to me anytime.
No, it's just
I
not
won't get
possible.
mad because I hear it all the time. I don't get
Yeah.
mad. I don't get mad. I had this conversation with my friend the other day. She was expected to go on this hiking trip, and she was like, "If I go on this hiking trip, I'm ending up paying for everything, and I don't have the money for it right now." And I'm like,
Yeah.
Why do you go?" And she was like, "Because I'm having a good time, and it's nice to be around friends, and
Well,
it's okay." And I was like, "Yeah, but you don't have to pay for everything." And she's like, "It's always been like that." And I was like, "Yeah, but that's not
time to
right.
change. Yeah.
Time to
Time
change."
for
And
time to
she,
speak up.
and she was, yeah, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." And she did.
Good.
So she ended up not going on this camping trip this week. And when I told her that I wasn't getting the pay that I expected from this babysitting gig with the dog, She was
Yeah.
like, I'm reversing it. It's your turn. So I did
Yeah.
that today.
Oh,
I,
good. Good for
I
you.
sent that message and said, I was expecting you to pay me for the whole 5 days, not for 4 days, just for 5 days, because I had the dog for 5 days, not 4 days.
Well, and you did take excellent care of the dog too, having that situation with the dog going into heat and you having to drive
Yeah,
in dangerous conditions. I mean, you should be
everything.
compensated a little extra for that.
So I was like, I expect to get paid what you told me to, what we agreed on. And she was like,
Oh, good
oh,
for you.
I was thinking it was 24 hours, not days. And I was like, yeah, if you still think 24 hours, it's still 5 days. Because it was 4 o'clock in the evening when she got the dog yesterday, and she delivered it at 9 in the morning. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's 5 days. It's
Yeah.
5 days. So I think that's the last time I'm gonna have that dog here, but it's okay. My Ludo doesn't like her anymore.
Oh,
He was like,
yeah, you have to take
one
your dog
more.
into consideration first and foremost because that's your dog's house.
Yeah,
And,
and he
you
was
know,
so, oh, he was like, I'm all over it. It's okay. Just tell me when she's in there. I'm all over it. So when she got in the living room, he was like, I'm going out. And he was outside, even in the rain. He was outside, and I was like, you have to come in. You can't stand here in the rain. You're getting wet.
he
And he
was
was like,
pouting.
yeah.
He was
And
pouting.
when 5 minutes after she left, he was like, I'm 15 years old and I'm having wow the zoomies.
Aw. So yeah, it's a
So
very clear message to you.
yeah. So today he's been like, oh, can I sit in your lap just to cozy a little bit? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, of course, come, cozy, cozy. So for 2 hours today, he's been sitting in my lap, just being a nicest little boy. And now he's trying to dig a hole in my floor just to hide the sweets, because he wants to hide it. And it's
That's funny.
raining outside, so he can't go outside and dig in the dirt.
How does
So
this
he's
shit
standing there.
happen? How does this? What am I supposed to
So
do
is he
here?
one of those Jack Russells that detests rain but goes into water and mud?
Yep, he's one of those. He hates the rain, but if we go bathing, taking a shower, he loves it. Go bathing in the ocean, don't put my belly in the water. I'm not comfortable with that. But he has a swimming pool outside, a little kiddie swimming pool. He loves it. Goes around in it, splashes the
No.
water, and yeah,
Or Jack
he
Russell would
gets
hide in the rain. Like the moment
yeah,
he heard rain, he was like, I'm not going out there. But
yep.
the swamp in my aunt's backyard that was left alone to its devices for 30 years.
Oh
And
my.
that gave me an allergic reaction in a way that I almost needed cortisol, or
Oh,
technically I needed cortisol, and I almost needed something cut open. He went
Oh
mm.
in there.
no.
Like, he went into the nastiest swamp. But
Outside when
no
it was
way.
dripping from the sky, he's like, uh-uh. No, I'm good. I'm staying inside. I'm good. No, thank you. Next, treat. That's my little guy. And he has this very telling face. He doesn't have to talk. He's a typical Jack Russell, Sophie.
They're smart dogs. Really
Yeah,
smart
and
Yes,
dogs.
he's like
he
an
has
Albert.
this look, and he had this look on this, and this dog's name was Dogny, and this is
Oh.
old woman's name in Norway, but Dagny was sitting in the sofa and she was barking every time he went past. And he stopped and he looked at her and he was like, can I flip you? Please try. And the next day he was like, you're not worth the energy. Oh, I'm leaving. She was a hormonal bag of hair, but so I understand Dagny. She was like, I having a miserable time. I am in heat, and my dog is like, so so.
No, these dogs forget that Northern Europeans aren't made for heat.
Yeah, that's true. So now
Give
he's
I
us
know
the
the
most
heat's been
miserable,
kicking my
gray,
butt lately.
wet winter. We'll just lay up and we're fine.
yeah.
Give us 30 Celsius and we're melting.
Yeah.
Uh, I can take it for like 3 days, and then I'm like, break.
Hi,
Can we have
Shula.
24, 25? But this summer it's been like crazy.
Yeah,
Hey, Joe.
I
Joe's
haven't.
here.
Oh, Jules here.
So Shula dyes yarn.
Me too.
Nice. Love a
yeah.
good
Me too.
yarn, hand dyed yarn. Yeah, Monica dyes yarn too, Shula.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram page. I just have three different
She says
yarns
she's
out.
been knitting on and off for 65 years, and she knit her first
Oh,
pair of socks 7 years ago. Addicted to knitting socks. I My first one was the stocking I showed earlier, but I have done a sock. But I realized I was making a mistake. I did a design choice on it, but once I started getting further into it, I realized why that's not a good choice. So I haven't finished it. I let it go. But it was good practice. Let's see if I can find it. It's a crazy sock. It's a little wild.
yeah, I've been knitting socks too, but it goes in different groups or
And in case anyone's
pieces.
wondering why I got this ball here, it's from when I did the heel before and undid it. So that's why it's a
Oh,
separate little ball there.
you're doing like I did. Didn't
That's
make.
cool, Shula.
I had three arms at one point here.
Yeah, I can't find that sock.
Several sock knitting groups. Oh, cool. I
Yeah, I can't
needed
find that
like
sock. I don't know where I put it. I thought it
I
was in
needed
this bag.
socks. Let's see if I can find my one of my socks.
Oh,
I have.
it was in that bag. I just didn't look hard enough. But
Oh,
see, it's
here.
crazy. But
Here.
it's a test one. Doot, doot, doot. And then I did a different heel on it. I did the gusset and turn heel. And I liked this extra padded layer that goes under the heel on this one. So I thought, why not continue that extra padded out? But then it knits unevenly, and you end up with it being longer on top. Yeah. It's
Oh,
longer on top. So it's not even, it's not quite right. But it was an experiment. It probably would be fine though if I kept going to the end. But now the problem is since I just was playing around and made this up, how do I get a match? And then plus it's such a crazy sock anyway. It looks like a Where's Waldo sock.
Who says socks have to match?
no, that's
That's
true.
true. Here, I'll show it better. So it was my first ever sock. So I was just playing around.
Oh, it's
Well,
beautiful.
had done the stocking before, but it's still my first ever sock. But I was trying a new heel. So it's the Gusset flip and turn or whatever it's called
I
sock.
never did that.
And I got frustrated when I got to here. So I left it alone and haven't picked it up since. And it's
Yeah, I know
almost
the feeling.
done. I measured my son's foot. It's for my son. I should just go ahead and finish this. But anyway, that's my one and only sock
Here's my
attempt.
one UFO. I only made one
Ooh,
of these.
that's
So
beautiful. It's
so
I
I
can't
was
make out the heel very well with it being dark and your sweater being dark. What kind of heel is that? Or you might not know how to say it in English.
I have no idea. It's just a heel. Just
Yeah. I
it's
think
the
yours is
Norwegian
German
one.
short robe. Hold it up again. Yeah, I think yours is like mine. I think that's
I
like a
think it's
German
more.
short robe.
I think
It's
it's. I
also
think it's.
called a. The Germans actually call it a boomerang heel, and I don't
Yeah,
remember
maybe.
the
I don't know. Cause
boomeranga, whatever heel is in German. Maybe Mark knows.
Boomerang.
it's. I needed it in. I bought this pattern. It's Norwegian pattern, and it was small sheeps on it. And I was like,
Ah,
oh, I'm gonna knit that for my dad, so he can have it on in the cabin, cause it gets cold there, so he can have don't get cold in his feet. So, and I was making the one with the small sheeps, because our nickname for the family is we are the family of sheeps, because we have curly hair all of us.
oh, that's
And my dad,
cute.
yeah,
I
so
like that.
we have the sheep family. So I made him
Shula
sheeps.
says she knits her socks two at a time. That's what I was thinking I'm going to need
Yeah,
to do
magic
for my
loop,
next socks. Yeah.
magic loop.
It's a
I
little
never.
annoying, but not once you get going on it. Just annoying to start.
My dad always
Uh,
made this joke. She's got another pair of those at home because since I
Yeah.
can remember, I never wore matching socks unless it was like a really serious occasion, and I
yeah.
Yeah.
had to. And he was always amused by it because people would be tickled over it and would be like, and he would be like, it's just different socks.
So Joe was saying that too. She was like, they don't have to match. And you guys aren't wrong about that. That's not a bad idea. I should just knit something different colors as long as the shape is relatively the same. Doesn't
Yeah,
really
and
matter.
here's one of my yarns that I dyed. This is a
Ooh, that is
cotton.
cool.
This is a cotton.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then we
I like
have
that.
this one.
Ooh, that's pretty too.
This is with the cotton, viscose, and linen.
Nice.
And we
So
have
the viscose dyes pretty well?
what?
The viscose dyes pretty well?
Yeah, viscose did do pretty well.
Because it looks like it dyed well. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so peachy.
Yeah, this is mohair and silk.
It's gorgeous. Shula said
Uh,
not magic loops. She uses two sets of circular needles. Sock front instep on one needle and back sole on the other. Oh,
oh,
interesting.
that sounds
That's
so
interesting.
cool.
Yeah. I don't think I've
I
ever
never
heard of
tried
anyone
it.
doing it that way.
No, I want to try that. This one is wool, 100% wool.
Beautiful.
So I did try. Do you have any more? Yeah, I have one in alpaca.
Well, I should probably be
No,
asking
this is still
Shula what
wool.
I'm doing with this heel. Make sure I'm doing it right. I did it the first time, Shula, and I didn't like it, so I had to pick it all back. But I go and I skip I slipped the first two, right? Well, I go back because this one it slipped one, so I slipped two and then just knit back across there, right? Well, purl back across. Tell me if I'm wrong, Shula, if I have my concept mixed up. It's been a while since I've
This
done
one.
it.
This one is alpaca.
Beautiful. Oh, I went back to the yarn store that I got that one yarn,
Oh,
that yarn up that my squirrels got. Oop, I just knocked
yeah.
over my coffee. Luckily, the
Here's
lid was
my
shut.
here's my blow yarn.
Oh, it's see.
That
Ooh,
didn't that didn't
Yeah,
take
but it's a
color easy.
gorgeous mint color, though. It worked out great.
Yeah,
it
it
sounds
worked
Except
out
only
okay.
the
great. It was
first stitch.
supposed to be blue.
Yeah, but I've already slipped the one stitch, so this time it would be the second. So, okay, so it's just slip one stitch at a time. So, I showed you, I'll take out what I showed you last week. Of my I
No,
still have
not
you on
now I'm on
solo
single.
layout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put me on. So Shula, I got this merino. This is teal. It's looking a little darker than it is in person here. And then I got this rose. It's very
Oh, it's so
pretty.
beautiful.
And I got it's
Do
called
it, audit.
lettuce. lettuce, and this is called Paris Night. I loved
Oh,
it. I loved the Paris Night. So I got these for my kids. It was supposed to be a Christmas present, but I just picked it out a couple weeks ago because they live out of town and they wanted to go with me to pick it out since they bought it. So I waited for them to be back in town. Anyway, I ended up getting. I went back by and I got another skein of the Paris Night because I want that to be my dominant color, and I want to do a couple of Fair Isle. I'm thinking I'm going to do a couple of Fair Isle hats, but I do have something else in mind too, possibly. Anyway, while I was there, I picked up this one too because I thought this is a little too pink. And then if I add this, that
oh,
that'll be good. Anyway, I'm
wow.
excited about it. I'm using it for incentive to finish the stockings. Like I'm not allowed to play with my fun new yarn till I finish the stocking. And then when I was going through, because after I finished Cricket's hat, I was going through my yarn basket. I realized this one's same weight, merino, superwash
Oh,
merino too. So I'm like, okay, well that fits in with the color family here. I could maybe use it
yeah.
for extra accent if I need it.
Here's my patterns for the socks that I
Ooh,
needed.
That's
So this
cute.
is just a pattern book.
ooh, those are cool.
This one I made. I have them somewhere for myself. They were cool. And
I like those.
here's the sheep that I needed for my dad. This one.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah.
I
I
like
love
those.
So
sheep.
he got six pairs of socks last Christmas. So
Reminds me
because
of
I
that
didn't do.
Those are a
famous
great present.
That reminds me of that famous Princess Diana sweater from the early 80s that was sheep. It was
Oh,
all white sheep, and then it had one little black sheep. I think she was the first one to wear it that I saw. It became a real big trend for a while.
yeah. I haven't seen that one. I think.
It's
I have to
there's a
Google it.
famous there's pictures of her in it. I'm sure you could find it. You just look
Yeah.
up Princess Diana's sheep sweater. Actually, well, I'm afraid it'll close out the stream if I do that.
Yeah. I have Google. I do it afterwards.
Yeah. Or if I find it, I can post it afterwards.
Yeah.
If
Cool.
I remember. I was so lucky. I knocked over my coffee, but the lid was on luckily, but it did somehow splatter a little bit outside the lid, but I got really lucky the lid was shut.
That's lucky.
Yeah, I would have coffee everywhere.
I usually only get the nice yarn like this to make like straps or something for my sewing. And
Yeah.
he's got hair
Ah,
and baby
Oh,
so
merino
cute.
wool.
I'm gonna put you on solo
oh,
so
look
we can
at
see
that
him.
one.
Okay,
Cool.
I love it.
Dolly, we want to see your face.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah.
beautiful face. You need a haircut. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I like that. That's so cute. Little braids. Very cute.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I already went single strand in the end because the hair was getting a lot.
Yeah.
And we kind of started braiding it in the towards the face because otherwise he would just be like a mop. But he picked his color.
Yeah. It's cute. Cute bye.
Shula, see how slow I am? I'm like the world's slowest knitter. I am not fast. I mean,
Doesn't
look at
matter
me.
how fast
And
you're
then
going.
when I get frustrated, I put it aside and neglect it like poor Cricket's hat. But I'm so glad I finally finished that mock. Finally finished
It was
Cricket's hat.
it was so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mailed it out yesterday. I was so excited. I wanted to mail it out Thursday, but it had been a little damp that morning. But then when I was at the beach, I'm like, oh, it's dry now. Well, no, I was just wet. I didn't realize how damp it was until later that day when I went to package it up. And I'm like, it's still damp. I'm not going to mail it damp. It's just going to get mussy and be disgusting
Mm.
and I'll have to wash it. So I put it on my fan and let it dry all night and then send it out Friday.
Joe is here. She's my hero.
Yeah, we love Joe. Audit LA.
Yeah.
She does a lot of great work for the community. She's very supportive of the community. And
Audit.
she really advocates for the victims and has
Yeah.
found inroads to make change. So I have much respect and love for Audit LA.
Audit wonders what yarn craft should you do when for people with ADHD. I
Crochet's
think I
good for
have.
that. Knitting's good for
I
that, but
think I.
knitting's
I think
complicated.
I think I have ADHD, and for me, the more complicated the patterns are,
Yeah.
desto better is it. Because if the pattern is really complicated, that I'm like have to go in the zone,
Yeah.
then it turns out the noise.
That's
But if
true.
I'm just like now, I'm just knitting and it's nothing. I can talk and I can what like do anything. It's okay. But if the pattern is so complicated that is like a different stitch every stitch for like 30,
Or a
40,
different color.
and different colors and everything, then I'm in the zone and everything
Yeah,
turns quiet.
it is your brain just the right way if your brain needs a challenge.
Yep,
I,
that's
for
my
example, can't sleep on like no noise and nothing happening.
no.
So I would like put metal on and do a Sudoku and maybe even read because my brain is
Yeah,
like,
that's me. I have to have a few things at once sometimes, or else I can't focus on any one of them.
Yep.
because I have this really sensitive ear, and
Um.
if you hear the grass grow,
Mhm.
which is a
Yep.
thing apparently, you
Yeah.
there's this funny thing if you put like a melody over it, like you put it into a song, it's not bothering you the single noises. So I usually have like metal or drum and deranged party songs on.
You're deranged party songs. That's an interesting
I did
description.
that one. I did
Yep.
that in my younger years. I was listening to Poison by Prodigy, and I
Mhm.
fall asleep like whip, bong, bang.
Yep.
But now I'm listening to sleep hypnosis to get there.
Oh.
Yep.
And
8
you gotta
hours.
figure out what frequency your brain calms down the right way. Because
Yep.
some people do meditative sounds. Meditative sounds make me want to crawl up the wall. Like
Yes.
It did that to me,
whale
but
noises.
then I get old.
I've been
Yeah.
able to fall asleep at concerts, like a really
Yeah.
loud punk
Yeah.
concert, and I was just like, I'm tired and took a nap. And everyone's like, how can you sleep during this? It's like, it's easier to sleep during this than total quiet. Because total
Yeah.
quiet, I'm left with all the voices in my head. I was telling
Yep.
someone recently that knitting was like a fidget spinner for people with ADD.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. But you have to find your type of what you
Yeah,
want to do. Because
yeah.
somebody just want to have one color and just do one thing. Uh, the more complicated, desto better
I,
it
s-
for me.
I see Hey Amy's, but I don't see Amy. Oh, there she is. Hi,
Hey,
Amy.
Amy.
Oh, hey, Amy.
Like I'm pretty sure that I'm one of the few people in my family that doesn't have ADHD, but
I don't know. I think
I'm
you
sort of
do.
naturally meditative,
I
and
think I do.
because there's this funny thing about Northern European people, we're pretty chill in general.
Yeah,
We're
that's good.
we like it slow, we like it chill, and so this ADHD is something I definitely don't have, but a lot of my family has.
I
So
think you
it's
do
always
have
been a
it.
little
The fact that you say you
challenging.
have to have so many projects at once and that raucous noise actually is more soothing to you, that all screams ADHD to me.
I know because I asked my dad why he didn't ask my mother for having me tested for ADHD when I was smaller, and he was
Yeah.
like, "You can't talk to your mother like that." I was like,
Well,
yeah,
Mock
that's
knows
true.
herself best, so I'm not doubting what she's
Yeah,
saying, but that was
I
just
mean,
my impression.
here's
Because
the
I
thing.
asked my
We
dad.
grew up pretty chill and pretty much slowed down anyway in this region. And I grew up on punk, on ska, on metal. So the music I'm used to as a baby is wild.
Yeah,
It's rambunctious. So
yeah, but because I asked my dad, "Do you think I'm ADHD?" and he was like, "Yeah, you are." Because I have so many symptoms that I have ADHD that it's like scary. So, because I got hang-ups when I really like doing one thing, I block out all the others. And if I decide to, I'm gonna concentrate on everything, on being creative, I forget to eat because everything is like chaos all around, and I'm just creative in my brain, and
I
I'm
understand.
making. So
You're in a hyperfocus.
Yeah,
I
last
hope
week you
hyper
had worked
focus.
so hard that you forgot to eat.
Yeah,
Last Saturday.
yep, I do that, and I all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I need to do a laundry because I don't have any socks. Huh, strange. All of a sudden, because then I've been hyper focusing on something, and it's like, whoa. So I forget things that normal people just, oh, that's normal. And I was
I
like,
have
oh,
this funny thing when I start reading because if I really get into a book, the whole world can go crazy around me. I'm just gone. I'm on
that's
my
so
little
cool.
island and you can't shake me out of it. My family tried violently because they just couldn't understand that you could just be this far calmed down and this happy in your own world because they're used to doing 15 things at once and having to be hyper productive, and I'm just sitting there reading a book.
Yeah, but I don't read books because of my dyslexia, so I have it on audio books. But I do like five or
I like
six
audio
books.
books too because I can knit while doing it, and it's enough distraction for me to actually focus on the book better.
Yeah, so I can go around five or six books in 1 month just because I'm doing other things and listening to a book.
Yeah, and you can do it at a faster speed so you can get through the book more quickly.
Yep.
Whereas when I'm reading it, I'm like rereading the same sentence 5 times because I get distracted too easily and my mind starts wandering on the last sentence, thinking of some tangent from the last sentence.
And I can
So, but when
read
I'm listening, I
this.
actually have to pay attention. So it works
Yeah,
better
because
for me.
when I'm reading the books, the pages, I read one page and I was like, what did I just read?
Yeah, same.
I don't know. I don't know what I just read. I read a lot of things, but I can't remember one word. And then I
That's
read it
me.
again, and it's like, oh, mm. So I can read the same page like 20 times, and I was like, oh, the book is new. So I'm like Dory and Nemo when it's come
Well,
to reading. I can't
you're
do it.
not alone. I'm the same way.
Give me an audiobook, and I'm like, oh, cool, doing it.
Well, I find sometimes my aural, AURAL, my aural comprehension isn't always that good. So I have to really focus when people are talking or for the audiobooks. So I can focus better on that and knit than I can and receive the information better than I can with just reading it.
Yep.
That's exciting, Lorelai.
What
Oh, and
what
I
was
wanted to
Lorelai
say,
saying?
Audit LA and Fat Grammy and Yadira, I think it was Fat Grammy, Yadira was saying they liked accents. Obviously, mine is Southern California. If you're American, you recognize that. And
I
then
have no
Monica
idea.
is, yeah, Monica's in Norway and Mock is in Germany. And Amy says she needs to fall asleep. She needs noise to fall asleep. Yeah, I do too, Amy. Okay, what were you saying? I'm sorry. I just didn't want to miss those.
Oh, cool.
I've fallen asleep to the most exciting audiobooks, which is why I'm really trying to listen to them during the day, because I got myself the Andy Serkis version of Lord of the Rings of the audiobooks. And I swear to God, 15 minutes in, I'm sound asleep.
Joe's saying she can't have noise because of her tinnitus. I have tinnitus too, Joe, and I have to have noise or all I hear is the tinnitus or tinnitus, however you want to say it. And yeah, it drives me nuts. I'm so used to it. Like I remember even having it as a really little kid. Remember one time when I was 3 asking what that noise was, that I hear when I'm trying to go to sleep. And they're like, I don't know, maybe it's the power lines, but I was just so used to it. I didn't think much of it. And it wasn't until I was much older that I realized I had tinnitus or tinnitus.
Yep. I'm
So,
gonna have to do some counting here. I doing one. I did one. Or did I?
all right, turn back
I did
around
one.
now.
I did one.
Purling again.
And I'm going to do 12. I did one,
I,
and I'm going to do 12. Okay.
I know a lot of people don't like purling, but I find purling to be actually easier than the knitting.
Yeah. Purling isn't that bad.
Yeah.
I do a lot of purling, but
I'm actually faster at the purling than I am the knitting.
I'm not.
Amy just can't take any
But it,
lights.
but I do the, how do you say it? When you take the needle not in front but in the back and do a purl, the
How
wrong,
do you do that? Show us that. What are you talking about? So you're doing a
um,
backwards purl?
yeah, let's see. If I do it like this, because then it's for you guys. This is the right
Mm-hmm.
way for you. So normally you do it like, where's the thread? Here, and you take the thread and you go in. But when you
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
purl, you do the other way. You take the thread. And I can't do it the other way. Wrong way. I have to do it like this. Um, I do the yarn, and then I do like this. Like, can you see it? This is one
That,
purl for me.
that's how I purl. That's the only way I
Yeah.
know how to purl, so I'm confused on what the other way is.
You,
Because
instead
I'm
of doing
purling
it
right now. So I
in
put
front of the,
I'm showing you, but I'm not on solo.
no,
Go ahead.
but instead of doing it in front, you go in the back and you take the back.
Oh. Oh,
So
so you
not in
knit through
front,
the
but in
back
the
loop.
back. Yeah, in the back loop, not in the front loop. But it's the same loop, but a different way. Because I'm doing the, when I do purl, or I like one purl, one normal, just around the arms or in the somewhere. I do one purl like normal, and then I do one normal stitch in the back, not in the
Hi,
front.
Peter. Hi, Peter. I'm sorry. I should have put you on solo again. And
So
now
I
you're
I
done.
do the purl normal, and
Uh-huh.
then I'm going to do one normal stitch, and I go in the, not in the front, like
But that's not
when
a
I do.
purl. You're knitting through the back loop.
No, I do a normal purl,
Uh-huh.
and then the next stitch is going to be a normal stitch, and then you're supposed to go in the front, but I go in the back, and
Uh-huh.
I do a normal stitch, because then the purl and normal turns out so differently.
It's hard to
Yeah.
imagine. I need to see it better when I can see it from the front. But
Yeah.
I'll show
So
mine. Oh, okay, you're
yeah,
still
show
going.
yours. Yeah,
No,
show
let's see
yours.
yours.
No, this is
But
what
you're
it looks like,
doing
but you
a
can't
rib
see it.
stitch, right?
Yeah, it's a rib stitch when you do one of each, but
Yeah. See,
it's
I just do front loop and then that, and I just flick
yeah,
my
you do
finger.
that.
I flick my finger down.
Yeah,
But that's why I find the pearl so much easier because I can just flick my finger down and do it. Does that make sense? Is
yeah,
it
you do it like that.
shown? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just the way I
cool. I
figured out
never
how to
done it
do
like
it.
that. Never done it like that. Cool.
Peter says he's doing some. Here, I'll put it up. He's doing some research on an idea. Do you want to hear it or are you too busy? Peter said he has a little project he's doing for one of the public works call, and he asked me if I was interested in joining in. I was like, oh, heck yeah. Peter, Peter's a smart guy, and I'm sure it's going to be good. So, yeah, heck yeah. Your baby turned 17 this week, Lorla. It's sad when they grow
Oh
up and then they
wow.
abandon you. They go off into
Yeah.
the world, which is hard. But I've decided, I had empty nest for a few years. I was really lonely, bored, and whatever. But now I'm like diving headlong into midlife crisis and I'm just living for me and having fun. So you do survive it, Lorla. You do survive it, but it is tough. Empty nest is very tough.
Let's see if you can see what how I curled this one. Here you see it better. This is like the way I did it.
Ooh, that's beautiful. Ah,
So, but
that looks
here's
so
the pattern.
snuggly. I want to just like snuggle that. I want to give it a big hug. That looks gorgeous. I love the
Yeah,
pattern
this one is
too.
like this pattern is like crazy.
Yeah, aren't those called Norwegian stars?
I have no idea. It's
I
called
think
a
that's what
Carly
we call
sweater.
them. I think that's what I
Yeah,
don't know the whole pattern name, but I mean just that little star symbol in the middle. I think we generally call those Norwegian stars.
yeah. And I never did
Ooh, Audit's reading a good book. She's doing Child X.
Child X. I
That's a
know.
I want that's on my list. Right now I'm doing Steve Hassan's Cult Mind Control. And then after that I have lined up Jenna Miscavige's book. I already purchased it, so that one's my next one.
I have two books now. I have one like uh, Norwegian, like scary one, and I have The Minds of a Serial Killer,
Hmm.
or no, The New Evil. It's called The New Evil with Gary Bricado,
Yeah, you sent me the
and,
link for that.
and that one is like, oh, darn scary, and it's real things. It's fascinating, but it's so scary that I had to take a break.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Scandinavian crime stuff is dark, which is
Yeah,
why we love it in Germany, but that stuff's really dark.
Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes you need a
but it's
break
like
from it.
the new evil is like how to put the crime, or the guy or girl who did the crime, and giving it a number just to see on the scale how messed up they are, so they can uh, see the difference between the crimes. And they have cult leaders in there, in one of them. I can't remember which number it is, but it's like, yeah, that's a cult leader. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's Scientology. Yeah, that's one. That's that one. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, darn, that's my neighbor. If I get killed, that's her. She did it. And I told her ex-husband, and he was like, I have to listen to that book. But he's in Germany now with his new girlfriend, visiting his parents. So life
Oh,
is
that's a
good.
great idea, Shula. Shula rents or checks out audiobooks from the library, so she has things to listen to while she knits.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I used to check out videos sometimes from the library when my kids were little, and we watched the whole Mr. Bean series when they were little because even at a real little age, his humor translates. They understand it. It's not
Yep.
complicated language, it's just human response and reaction. And so they understood it even as little kids. And they called him Jelly Bean instead of Mr.
Jelly
Bean.
bean.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
Jelly Bean. And so they wanted to see Jelly Bean. It was cute.
We have Mr. Bean on the children's TV program in Germany.
Yeah, it's
yep.
something, it's a universal, there's not a lot of language in it. So it's universal humor. Worldwide, people find Mr. Bean funny because you
Yep.
don't need to
My
understand the language to understand Mr. Bean.
When I work with autistic children, we often showed Mr. Bean on the movie screen, and they were like so into it, and everybody understood it, and it was so magical to watch them when they were laughing. Oh, it was so good. And now my friend's son is watching, but it's not jelly bean there; it's like poop bean.
Yeah, there was a
So
Mr. Bean animated short that came out, or animated series that came out for a while too. I don't,
yeah,
it didn't last very long, but we used to watch that too.
yeah, I think everybody's gone through that phase. I've gone through that phase. With my dad, we
Yeah,
watched Mr. Bean.
Joe Joe saying Mr. Bean holiday is hilarious. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree,
with a
Joe.
turkey on the hand. Yep,
Amy
everybody loves
did
Mr. Bean.
Amy did a couple of videos this week on true crime. You need to check
I
out
know,
her channel.
I know. I've been there. I've seen it. So,
This
but
is where
Amy,
I
have
should be
you read?
using a stitch marker so I can remember for sure where I'm supposed to turn.
Yeah,
It's
but
Okay,
not
Amy, have
hopefully.
you?
anything.
I think I'll be able to tell. I hope.
eh,
Apparently, Mr.
Amy,
Bean didn't broadly make it to the States, but it's sort of a European classic.
What? No, Mr. Bean's huge in the States. Well, I mean, not huge, but everyone knows it. I guess if you watch PBS, you know it. Maybe some of the Americans don't watch PBS, but I loved Mr. Bean, and that's why when I saw it, I was like, oh, I think this will be cute enough that, the kids will like it. So, but I think he's well known here. I don't know any, but then again, maybe it's just I don't know what I don't know. Amy said she's never
yeah,
watched it, so there you go.
Yeah, it's not that big in the States, and it's sort of, I think, pretty much the Mandela effect because the people that know it, that really know it, and it's such a classic, but the people that
Mm-hmm.
don't know it just never got exposed to it in the States.
Amy,
yeah,
it's not that you're all over the place. It's just that you're a strong advocate for all. And her main focus, besides Scientology, has been advocating for children's rights. So
yep.
I see you as a strong advocate, Amy. You're
I
doing
see
great
it too.
work. I think her, Joe, Audit LA, all these people that are advocating for the victims of anything are amazing, and I support them. I really proud to be able to be associated with them and you
Yep,
guys. Yeah.
I agree. I concur. But Amy, you have to look into Gary Bercado's New Evil. It's fascinating work. It's
Well,
so
eclectic
fascinating, but
just
it's scary.
means that you're into what you're into and aren't limited by categories.
No, I'm not into categories.
I
Not
think she
even
means Amy.
in life. Yeah, Amy, everybody. I'm not into categories either. It's like you do you, boo. Even if
Amy,
it's
I was the same when my kids were growing up. I watched what they watched because I wanted to be able to answer questions, and I'm not going to watch adult programs around them. So I watched their programs, and then, if there's a question or something, I can discuss it. or a point that I think needs to be made, I can discuss it. But also that way you know what they're inputting into their little computer brains. So it's good to monitor what your kids watch. In fact, my son, I went into his room one time and he was watching Breaking Bad. And I had already told him I didn't want him watching a show about drugs. So I said no. And then I walked into his room and he was watching it. And I was like, "What are you watching?" I said I didn't want you watching that. And but I didn't yell at him. I just said, "How many episodes in are you?" And he was just starting the third episode, so he'd only watched the first two. And he's obviously already into it, so he's going to watch it. So I said, "You can watch it, but you have to watch it with me." That way, if he had questions on it, and he was old enough, he was an early teen, so I watched it with him. That way, if there was questions or if I wanted to illustrate points or point out things, I could do that. Anyway, I watched it and it was like such a good series. I freaking love that series. And it was good because they definitely don't glorify drug use in that series at all. But it was a really enjoyable
No, I
series.
like it.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing,
Yeah.
and we watched it together, and we both thoroughly liked it. And I watched all of Better Call Saul, and I saw the movie and all the rest. I was really into it. But yeah, my initial response is I don't want a preteen or early teen. He wasn't preteen; he was already a teen, a young teen, watching a show about drug addicts and violence. But
Yep.
luckily, that show definitely does not glorify it at all. So there
But
was,
that's called. But Antics, you're a good mom.
well, it
That's
was
what it's called.
ignorance and fear on my part because I hadn't seen this show yet. But just I was like, I don't want to watch a show about drug addicts. I'm no interest, no interest at all. And I didn't want him watching it. But then once I saw he was already watching it, I was like, okay, well, let's watch it together then. So we watched it together, and luckily I liked it just as much as he did. So it worked out well. But
But
yeah, watch
if
watch what your kids watch. Find out what they're inputting into their brain. You can't do that so much with everything they're taught at school, but that's one area you can have a lot more control and guide them. Find out what they're learning.
or you can have a mother like me that told you, no, you can't. And when you move out, oh, I did
Yeah,
everything I wasn't allowed to do on once.
yeah. And he didn't get in trouble for that. Because, I understand he wants to watch what his friends are watching and he's curious. So I was like, okay, but we're watching it with me.
I wasn't allowed to watch Falcon Crest, and that was so popular when I was a child. So I was in my room, and
Uh,
if I watched out my window, I can see the reflection in my the living room window from Falcon Crest. And if I just open the door a slight, I can hear it. So then I was watching Falcon Crest in the mirror through my window and watching. So I was like, I still got it. They didn't know, but I was watching
Yeah.
Falcon Crest. Wasn't allowed to. I did so anyway.
Giancarlo Esposito is who? Who is Giancarlo Esposito? I know the
I
name, but I
wouldn't.
can't think of who he is. Um, Amy says, I just think it's damaging for my daughter to see the X rated crap, though. The shows and movies have sex in them, but not the corn type. I'm a little. In America, they have it, I think, swayed in the wrong direction. They show all this incredible violence, but you can't even see a breast. And it's like, really? A breast is natural, normal, sane, but yet it's okay for them to see a beheading? I really don't understand it. So I worried about the violence more than I did about any sort of nudity. However, I didn't have to worry about the nudity because those sort of shows just aren't accessible in America like they are in other countries. But that doesn't mean my kid probably didn't see porn or something or on the internet. You don't know what your kids are into on the internet sometimes.
I have a great Norwegian tale there, because we Norwegians are very liberal, where you can see
So
a
you
breast in
mean
Norwegian TV.
you mean the what was his name? I want to say was it Taco? Was that his name? For
Taco?
the the drug kingpin on Breaking Bad? Is that Giancarlo Esposito?
Oh,
Pac?
yeah, it
No.
maybe
Gosh, what is
is.
his name? What's his name?
I can't remember.
Ah,
It's been
I
a
don't
while since
know.
I saw it. But in Norway, I think I was in sixth grade, so I was like 12, 13 maybe, early
Joe,
teen.
it's a Joe, it's a really good series. It's really
Yeah,
good.
it's cool. It's cool,
I
cool.
didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to like it, but I was watching it for my kid and I got sucked in one episode. It's really a good series. I like they say what's if you could pick one series that you could totally forget you've seen and forget the episodes and watch it again, what would it be? For me, it would without a doubt be Breaking Bad. It's that good. I would love to watch it all again with fresh eyes. And I must have watched it at least 3 times. It's really a good series. And then, oh, there was something else I was going to say. Oh, he played Gus. Okay, that's
Oh yeah,
awesome,
Gus.
Audit.
Cool.
Amy
No,
would
it was.
breastfeed in public.
Yeah,
Exactly, Amy. That's
Yeah,
natural and beautiful. That's what those things are
that's
for.
normal.
Just because
That's
you or
normal.
our society has sexualized it doesn't mean it should be
I love this story about
sexualized.
the Italian mom whose boy was pretty upset about a woman breastfeeding in public and went after the woman. And she just came in, pretty much smacked him against the head, and was like, "How do you think I fed you?"
Nice. Nice. That's good.
Yeah,
Grow up
but
and go.
She
I
said
was in
it's the
sixth
guy who
grade.
goes kaboom.
Oh, that's the guy. Yeah, in the trailer.
I'm still trying to figure out if I'm talking about the same person.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Gus. Oh, you mean the guy from Los Hermanos Hermanos or Los Pollos
Yeah,
Hermanos? That
yeah, I think
guy.
so.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly who you mean now. Yeah, he's great. He's a
Yeah, it
great
was.
actor. He was also on the TV show Community
Oh,
before Breaking Bad.
cool.
Yeah.
But but we was in sixth grade and we were going to the cinemas, the whole class. And so we were taking the subway to the cinema and we were seeing a Norwegian movie. So it wasn't that bad. And all the parents were like, "Oh, go to see the movies." While we were in school, and we sit down in the movie, and everything starts, and it's about how the life in Oslo is for the young people, like in our own. We were like 13, 14. They were like maybe like 16, 17 in the movie. And it
Sounds
was
familiar.
two guys and one girl. And the girl she was nibbling a little around the drugs and she was supposed to sleep over at the guy. And all of a sudden, she was completely naked on the screen. We were 13, maybe, in the movies. The guys were like, "Oh my Lima! Oh wow!" So that was completely normal in Norway.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
But
it should be more normalized, but it's not in US.
in
but
Germany, you have like the movie category from 12 on, where nudity is allowed. And the
yeah,
greatest thing I love about Austrian TV is you have these shows that totally unsexy sex. Like totally. It's like the
yep,
most banal, most unsexy thing. People wear socks and it's like really not romantic. And I always love that about the Austrian TV thing because it totally normalizes sex as a boring thing in a lot of ways.
yep.
Oh, she knew him when he was just in Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing. You used to live in New York
Oh,
City, so it was from her New York City days. Yeah, I saw that movie in the theater when it came out. He moved to LA shortly after our wedding, haven't been in contact since. Well, that's an interesting
oh,
story. Isn't it?
cool, it.
Yeah.
I knew the name, but I couldn't
Cool.
figure out who you were talking about. But yeah, Gus Fring. Wasn't that his name? Gus Fring?
It's so cool because when you have a celebrity in the States, they're like, celebrity, fake. But if you have a celebrity in Norway, like my neighbor down the street, she's like a sea celebrity in Norway. Everybody knows her when they see her. Everybody's like, "Oh, Charterhilde! Wow, oh, whoa!" But nobody knows her. I know her because she lives down the street, so we're good friends, and she's like just as crazy as I am. So it's so good.
Crazy's good.
But
You're a good crazy.
yeah, she's exactly the same. So, but she can still go around everywhere. Maybe somebody's like, "Oh, there's Charterhilde! Wow!" But when you have a celebrity in the States, that's a celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, that's not
unless
that
they're
in Norway.
native, unless they're native Angelinos. Native Angelinos don't respond to celebrities so much. We're just kind of like, oh yeah, I know that person. And you just keep walking on. We don't make a fuss over celebrities because there's so many of them here, and because just all been trained to not bombard them.
Yep, and we
They
have the rails in Norway can still take the subway and still do the tram.
Yeah. They
So,
also still drive by bike, which I find pretty cool.
yep.
The
would we know
Is it
any of
free
the
now
work
or
they've
not?
been in? Joe
What?
said her Joe said her cousin is an actor and is really down to earth. Do we know any of the work your cousin has been in?
Oh, cool.
Oh, and
Nobody in
I
my
wanted to
family is a
ask Peter
celebrity.
a question too. I was mentioning
Oh,
that when I was talking about my diet on Thursday, I was mentioning that I'm gluten free and you'd think that would be hard with traveling, but it was easy in Mexico. And then he was talking about protein shakes, and I said, yeah, some protein shakes I can't eat because even though they're technically gluten free, they're not necessarily wheat free. And then I react to millet, alfalfa, and like wheatgrass. And technically, all three of those are gluten free, but I still react to them. And then Peter said, do you have Hashimoto's? Which I thought at one point I had Hashimoto's, and I asked my doctor, and he said no. But why would you jump from the wheat thing to Hashimoto? So I want to know what he knows that I don't know, what that's about. If Peter's still here,
I
he might
also,
have left.
I also was thinking I maybe have Hashimoto once, but
Yeah.
my doctor didn't want to test me, so it's okay. I may be still having. Who knows? I have everything else, so it's okay. But I
And
can eat
then
wheat.
Ooh.
oh, I can't. The other thing I wanted to mention is I put in a stitch marker where I'm doing the
Back and
turn
forth.
here. Yeah, the edges because I was having trouble recognizing where I was. So put one on the other side too, so I know where, so I don't keep messing that up.
Yep,
Make sure
that's
I have
smart.
it in the right spot. Yeah, I'll get lost if I don't.
King Arthur with Jude Law. Oh my,
Oh,
Joe,
that's a
Ooh, that
big
is a
you're
good King
movie.
Arthur.
Yeah.
that's a big movie.
Yeah, so
King
he's a real
Arthur. I've
actor.
seen King Arthur. That's a cool movie.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the round table too. Oh, cool. I have to see it again.
Yeah. Look specifically for Joe's cousin.
I don't know any
That was funny
celebrities.
when Jude Law came to Hollywood and
Yeah, that was
MD
cool.
MD Media caught him.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I think Jude Law is a okay person. I think he's. I never
Oh,
met him, so I can't tell. But he looks like he's a okay
he did
kind
sleep
of
with his
guy.
nanny. And he hasn't been so good to some of his partners, perhaps. But he doesn't seem like a bad guy compared to some of these assholes out there. And his acting's good. So there's that.
Yeah, his acting is really good.
I really liked him in a few of his movies.
My
The
favorite Hollywood holiday.
Yes, The Holiday. I love that. That's my favorite Christmas movie. And then I
Mine too.
liked him in The Talented Mr. Ripley. He was really good in that.
Yeah, it was good one
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
But the holiday is my Christmas movie. I like that one. It's good.
Her cousin is Craig McGinley. Craig
Look,
McGinley.
look at that. Just the sound of that name is
Mm.
so cool.
I remember Amy saying this. He directed Groundhog Day. He also wrote and directed Caddyshack, and he co-wrote and directed, and he also did the original Ghostbusters. Harold Ramis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Groundhog Day. That's a classic.
Oh yeah.
Ghostbuster. That's a classic. Oh, wow.
yeah. Audit's been posting. I mean, not Audit. Mona
Mona.
has been posting a lot of her paintings lately.
I really like them.
Yeah, she's been upping her game on those, and I love that she's uh, found a talent and an expression for herself. It's good balance, especially when you do all this activism stuff. You need
Yep.
balance.
Yep. I know. You need to find balance in everything.
Don't tell Monica because she told me I could only go an hour, but it's almost
I
two
know.
hours in.
I'm
Hey,
36.
I'm
you're
like,
fine.
I'm like,
I
I'm not gonna
recognize it
mention it.
when when it was 117, I was like, shall I say something? And you were like on a roll, so I was like, okay, let's go.
I noticed it when it hit an hour, and I'm like, okay, well, she hasn't noticed, and I'm just not gonna mention it. But I'm mentioning it now because I think we will end at 2 hours. Although
Yeah.
I'm feeling a lot better, you guys made me feel a little better, and I think just getting something in me made me feel a little better too. I'm
That's
doing
great.
another liquid fast today.
Okay.
Peter said, "What flavors jams did you send Mona?" I sent Mona raspberry and peach. And Mona, I have a
Wow.
confession. I sent Audit LA 3 jars because I had promised her the strawberry. So she got the last of the strawberry too. Audit LA
Oh.
got peach, strawberry, and I think peach ginger, but I can't remember for sure. And then I made a special surprise one that I didn't announce the flavor of that I can say now because I sent it to my guy and it was a surprise for him. But I also made a cherry. So that one you
Oh.
won't find on my page. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mona. I hate to break it to you that way. I felt guilty. I even said to Audit, I'm like, I feel bad. I only sent her three. I mean, sent her two. But I've already been running out of jam. All I have left is peach. So I didn't have a third flavor to send her. And I had saved that one last strawberry for Audit LA because it's Audit's favorite. And that was what made me decide to send the jam in the first place was Audit LA was saying, I really like peach jam. I mean, strawberry
Oh.
jam. Yeah.
That's so nice.
But Peter, were you here when I was asking why did you suspect Hashimoto's from me mentioning my wheat intolerance? Because that's interesting. Because at one point I did think I had Hashimoto's.
I think I had Hashimoto's because I can do. Oh no, I have too much cream on my hands, but I can lift my skin up without problems, and that's a sign of Hashimoto.
Ah,
So
what
it's
was I to
like
say? Fat
this
Grammy.
isn't normal.
I did send you the last of the raspberry though. No one else got
Oh
raspberry.
wow.
Yeah, so she did get at least one special jar with her peach, but all I have left is 7 peach, and it's the tiny little ones. All the big jars have been gone for a while. I think Mona got the last big jar, and it was, I mean, I keep saying Mona and Joe and mixing them up. Audit LA got the last big jar, and that was the strawberry I had set aside for her. Yeah, it's going to be so much easier with the stitch marker than trying to read my knitting each time I get to the end of the row.
I just dropped my skid marker, so I don't know where it went.
Peter Anderson says, my sister claims to have Hashimoto's and her diet impacts the entire family. Yeah, I feel that. People try to make my diet more of their problem and worry about like me. Like I've been gluten free for like 18 years and my mom will still
Wow.
read the menu for me when I go out to eat. She's like, "Oh, well you can have this," and she'll point to a fruit platter. It's like, "Yeah, really? You think I can have the fruit platter? Thanks for telling me. You know, I'm in my 50s, Mom. I don't need you to read the menu for me." But it's like, oh, you could have a fruit platter, as if I don't know what I can and can't eat, and if I don't realize I can eat a piece of simple fruit. So it's really funny to me. It's like, okay, Mom, I don't need you to read the menu for me, but she worries more about me being able to eat. And I'm like, I can go anywhere and find something on the menu I can eat, and I don't need to have them you worrying over it because that just makes me feel like more of a annoyance, more of a
More of a
standout.
burden.
Yeah, more of a burden. It's like just pretend I'm normal and just assume I can take care of my own diet and read the menu for myself. But everyone else seems to worry about it far more than I do.
Yeah, it makes you feel like weird for you just wanna enjoy eating.
Yep.
I miss Triscuits, Audit. I was telling someone recently that I missed Triscuits. Those were like my favorite wheat thing probably to eat, as far as snack items. Although I really miss bread. I would like a croissant. I might have a
Oh,
croissant here when my guy comes out just to have it with him. But I don't normally eat things like that. But I'm not as sensitive to them as I used to be. So I can once in a while cheat a little.
but have you tried the pills that you can eat? I have this. I'm not allergic, or I'm just sensitive to lactose for the milk.
Uh-huh.
So when I do like soft ice creams or something like that, when it's a lot of milk, I do a tablet.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's
you can
me
do
too.
that for lactose intolerance, but I don't think they have such a thing for gluten intolerance. At
We
least I've
have it
never
in
heard of
Norway.
one.
We have it
Wow.
in Norway and Sweden. So yeah, you probably do in the States too, because
Yeah,
you're
I'm
not
gonna
far
check that
behind.
out. Maybe it's just I'm ignorant and don't know. I haven't heard of it. But
Yeah,
audit,
cause
no problem about mentioning wheat stuff. Like I said, I've been wheat free for like 18 years, so it's like second nature to me. It doesn't bother me at all.
so try that one. Then you can have a
Yeah, I'm
croissant.
gonna check that out.
Yeah, go to
Yeah,
the
they're
farmers.
amazing. I
Yeah,
have peptide and lactate pills because my
yeah,
stomach doesn't like too much sugar and doesn't like too much lactose, but
Yeah, I
I
can't do
oh,
too
like
much
sugar
sugar
and
either.
lactose. So I occasionally take my party pills, as I like to call them.
yep.
You have an interesting take on what party pills are, but yeah, I like your version better.
Hey, I'm German.
No
Yep.
hangover from those party pills, hopefully. Maybe because he's
No.
I'm
allergic
German.
to
We
milk
love our
protein.
cakes. We love our sugar.
Yeah, no,
This is
protein.
my
Then
kind of
it's
party.
another way.
Yeah, I've cut out all sugar with this keto diet I'm on. So every once in a while, I miss having something sweet. That was actually why I made the cherry jam, because I had bought a bunch of different fruits for a friend coming over. We were doing a sewing play date. We ended up not sewing. I ended up showing her my channel and talking to her about everything else under the sun, and we didn't sew. But I had put out a little spread of things to eat, and one of the things I bought was a bunch of different fruit. And I had all these cherries left over, and I realized I can't eat them all because of the carbs in this diet. So I'm like,
Mm.
these cherries are just going to go bad. Why don't I just use them and make one little tiny batch of straw or cherry jam? So I did that and sent it to my guy as a surprise.
You know how you can tell a Norwegian if they're a millionaire?
How?
They eat cherries.
Oh, I love cherries. Cherries are like
They
if
are
if
so
I go to the
expensive in
grocery
Norway.
store and I'm like buying a treat, it's usually cherries or blueberries or something like that. That's my idea of a sweet treat. I don't buy sugary stuff.
If you
I
see
like
somebody
that.
eating cherries in Norway, they're a millionaire because that's expensive in Norway.
Ah, see, we grow them here. You can pick.
We grow
I've
in here
gone to
too.
a I've been to a U pick place and bought. I picked a lot of cherries and I've made cherry jam before, but I haven't done that in years. But really, you grow them there and they're still that expensive. I guess because the growing
Because it's
season's so
hard to grow 'em
short. Or...
in the climate.
Yeah.
Yep. But my neighbor has like 2 trees, but she doesn't cover them so the birds eat them. So, but she doesn't like the blue thing on her trees. But it's okay. She's crazy, so God hasn't told her yet to put the net on her tree so she can have the cherries.
Yes and no,
But sh
Joe. I'm still using it, but I don't use it every day. Sometimes I skip it. Like today, I skipped it. But I did do lemon juice with the olive oil shot this morning before my coffee. But you're right, I didn't put any in my coffee today, and I should have because I'm doing the liquid fast right now. So I should have. Maybe that was part of the reason I was feeling off this morning.
that could be. But I couldn't do that. I couldn't. No, no, no. But we have lots of apples in Norway. Norway has a lot of apples.
I love apples
So,
too. Well, I love fruit in general, but my favorites um, peach, mango, blueberries, blackberry. Well, I love them all, I guess.
but you have the blueberries that are white inside.
Yes, there's different types of blueberries. That's true.
Yeah, 'cause in the woods in Norway we can go. Everybody can go and pluck blueberries. Um, but if you eat the blueberries that are in the woods in Norway, you get a blue mouth. It looks like you've been drinking red wine, but
Yep.
it's
Yeah,
even worse.
yeah, they're
It
more like
gets blue.
yeah.
But that's the
That
typical
Hey,
was
Norwegian
one
blueberries.
of the favorite thing in kindergarten for some people that like berries, like red sauce day and berries, because your mouth would look blue or red.
Yep.
yeah, you guys are making me hungry. Peter said they grow Bing cherries here and fly them out to Stockton's airport to Japan, paying $1 a cherry.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying. You have to be a millionaire to eat cherries.
Wow. That's crazy.
So there's this meme going around how to tell a Norwegian a millionaire. You see them with a cherry.
Because they can eat cherries. Wow.
Yep.
Well, I wish I could send you some, but they wouldn't make it through customs. They wouldn't survive the
Uh,
journey, and I probably
no.
couldn't afford to do the shipping right now anyway.
No. The shipping. But that's Donald Duck's fault.
Yeah.
So when Donald Duck's out of order, yep, you're getting a present from Norway, but Donald Duck has to go out of order first. So,
We have
Audadella
a
is a
lot of
berry
stuff
person.
kind of frozen. Like we freeze like berries and can um cherries, and people use that. Like I got frozen mango in my freezer and vegan cream, and I like to mix it together and make like a
Yeah.
nice
oh,
ice cream.
Yes, I use frozen
oh,
bananas as an ice cream base, and my son's
oh, that's
friend
so
was
good.
vegan, and I served that to him one time, and he went nuts for it. But if you blend it in a blender and then put it back in the freezer to solidify and just stir it, like you do with sorbet or what is the other one they make, then it's just like ice cream. It's delicious.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now I have bananas, strawberries, blueberries, and peaches in my freezer because I just couldn't eat it with the keto diet. So I thought, well, I'll just freeze it.
Well, I have mangoes in my freezer, and I usually have strawberries and raspberries because I buy them in the summer and freeze them in, so I have all
Yep.
winter. But
Yeah.
I haven't gotten around to it to this year. But I reckon I saw one shop that wasn't that far away from me that had raspberries this week, but I couldn't go because I had the dog. So I'm hoping they have raspberries next week too. Because then so I'm gonna call
Nice.
them and see. Because
My
then I'm
my
going to
next
buy.
My next jam I'm going to make is blueberry. I just been thinking because I'm like running out of the peach jam already, and the idea behind making the jam was so I'd have quick, easy like hostess gifts for Christmas to like give to the neighbors and stuff.
I
Anyway,
have a friend who is going out in the woods and picking blueberries, and he's putting them out for sale now. So I was thinking maybe I just send him a message and say, please, can I buy some blueberries from you and some mushrooms?
I put
Because
two
he,
frozen strawberries in my water today to give my water
oh,
a little bit of taste of strawberry, and they were frozen. I don't always do that, but just once in a while for a flavor change. Well, it's been two
but
hours, guys. You didn't think we'd
it's
make
been
it, and
two
here we made it.
hours.
Yeah, and I made some good progress here. I got this much done.
I did too get a lot of done today because I'm making a sweater now because it has arms. All of a sudden, it has arms.
That's fantastic. I still need to do the arms on my sweater. I should use you as inspiration to do the darn thing. But I'm gonna finish the stocking first and then maybe move on to that. And
One
then once
thing
I
at a
get those
time.
done, I have another sweater that's partly done for my girl squirrel. And then I can play with my
What?
new
The
yarn.
pink one.
I'm using the new
Yeah,
yarn as motivation to get the things done. It's
I'm
frustrating.
putting. I'm setting off all my Saturdays. I'm knitting. I'm not doing anything other than knitting every Saturday.
Well, I get
So
in streaks where I don't have I'm just not in the mood. Like I get frustrated with all my projects or I don't want to sit still that long and I just don't find it as exciting. And so I just won't knit for a long time and that was pretty much all this spring. I forced myself to get through Haggis Basher's hat, but I really wasn't doing any knitting. And but now that I finished Cricket's hat and I got going on that, I feel like I've got my knitting mojo back. So I'm going to try to crank the stocking out so I can have them done for Christmas. Mock is saying goodbye with her little busy bee. Bye,
oh,
little
little
busy
bee so
bee. You're
cute.
so cute.
Yeah,
All
he is
right,
cute.
guys. Thanks for coming in. I really enjoy you guys stopping in every Saturday and keeping me company while I try to get some of these projects done. But I'm hoping to have this like much farther underway by next week. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. But
Let's
thanks for
see.
coming in, guys. Everyone wants to say
Thank you
goodbye.
for having me.
Bye. See ya.
Bye. See ya.
Oops, I gotta push the right button.